Hey everybody. So I'm kind of excited. Today I hit 100 subscribers, so that's awesome. Never thought I would have had people following me on Facebook, that's for sure. I just kind of do this just so I can show other people how to do kind of my addiction. So what I just did is I've got 6 feet of black, 6 feet of royal blue. I've already joined them together on one end and tied it to the bracelet or the buckle. Now what I've done is I've taken the ends and I've run them up from the bottom. So then you just want to pull everything through, make sure that you have, make sure that when you put these together it snaps in, but as you can see it's twisted, so what I have to do is I have to spin this around a half a twist, and well, maybe I had it right the first time. There we go. Yeah, it was right the first time. So now that it's together, you get a loop there. Okay, so the goal of that was basically to get the paracord to come up through the top of this. So we have the paracord come out from the top, and then we have a right and a left. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create a knot on each piece of paracord. We're going to go here. I'll do one side and then I'll show you how to do the other. Okay, so basically you're just creating a knot, just like that. And I'll zoom in on, when I get both of these, I'll zoom in on them. What you're going to do is you're going to create a loop over here with this finger. You're going to go behind, or you're going to go around the middle one, over top of it, and pull that through. Pull it all the way through. Alright. Okay, then you're going to run this over the top of the loop and down through that loop, and that's going to create that knot. So you now should have 2 knots on each side. Let me zoom in on that for you. Just like that. And now you want to make sure that you keep your length held down, because you don't want that to move. And the way you can do that is just by grabbing both of those pieces of paracord and just pushing that knot right up onto the buckle. And you should end up with something just like that on one side. Now, the harder part is to get this one to do the same thing. So you just keep on just kind of cinching it up there as it's tightening. Eventually you'll make it all the way up. Alright, so you should end up with something that looks just like that. Okay, now it doesn't matter which color you do first, but if you pick the blue side to do it first, then it has to be that way the whole way through. If you pick the left side, then that has to be your first one each time. So what you do is you're going to cross the blue over the 2 middle. Don't worry about this black one right now. Okay, so you're going to cross over. Try and do this. So actually create a loop over here. It might be a little easier for you that way. Cross your blue over and then go around and then through that loop. So it'll look just like that. Alright, and tighten that up. There we go. Now you're going to do the same thing with the black, and it's going to be over top of the middle also. Create the loop over here, go around the back, and through that loop. Alright, and get that nice and tight. Should be able to tighten that up pretty good. And then hold the centerpiece here and just kind of cinch everything by pushing up on these knots here. That'll tighten everything down. And now you're just going to keep repeating that. So there's 3 steps. There's a right knot, a left knot, tighten those. That's step 1, step 2. And then you've got step 3, go over the 2 middle and up through that loop. Well, it's actually 4 steps, and then you do the same thing with the black. So 4 steps, and you just keep repeating these. So first one, you're going to cross your blue over the right middle, come up and over the top of this loop and then down and through, and it's just going to create a knot right there for you. And pull that up. It's not going to want to go, but you just keep on messing with it, it'll tighten. And it'll go. Now what you're looking for is you're looking for this knot to look just like that, where it has, basically you can see this cord coming down the right side and this cord, this blue cord, going up. You don't want it to turn to where you can't see that back cord coming through, because then it kind of throws off that whole pattern. I suppose you could do it that way, but it just looks better if you can actually see this cord going down through. Alright, zoom back out, and I'll do another one here. So you're just going to cross over the middle one and then go down through this loop, and that'll give you that knot. And it's easier if you can keep this knot up toward the top by using this finger here and holding on to the top part of this while you tighten it. The closer it is to the top of this, the easier tightening it will be. And see right there, I've got it too tight now, so you just gotta kind of loosen this up a little and then move it up that. Eventually it'll make it up there though. There we go. Alright, so we got both sides now nice and tight. And hold your middle pieces and cinch them on up. Alright, and I'll do one more here. So you're going to go create a loop over here on the right side, cross your blue, and then cross it behind and through this loop. I'm going to give you a loop just like that. Tighten that on down. And pull that as tight as you can. Push it on up, tighten it down, and just keep doing that until you can't do it anymore. Okay, and do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to finish this up for you guys, and I'll be back to show you how to finish up the bracelet. Down to the bottom. Now I just want to make sure that you got this the right way going as far as this knot goes, because up here at the top it looks like it might be a little different, and that might be just because of the way that I had it turned. This is actually something you didn't get to see, and I think this is actually the way that it goes. But I just want to make sure that you are on the same page with me on this. So you're just going to cross the blue through the middle and pull this through, and then that's going to give you a loop right here. You're going to go over the top of that loop and then down through the loop so that you get a knot just like that. And that's the style of knot that you're looking for. I got going a little ways on this bracelet and I'm like, oh wait a minute, this doesn't look quite like these do, but I think I did these wrong. So just, if you're doing this, if you do start it this way and you continue to do it the rest of the way, it would look just fine. But this is actually the look I was going for with these kind of knots here. I hope this one isn't too hard for anybody. This is definitely one of the more difficult ones that I've done. But still, it's definitely achievable. And when I get down to the bottom here, though, it's going to get a little harder just because we're running out of space. But that's where my pliers come in. Good old pliers, they help me out. So there's that. And another reason why to do these knots instead of what I was doing here is they don't have to be super tight. None of these are real tight. They actually will allow you to flatten this bracelet out a little bit. And I think all that happened, now looking at it, is I tied these backwards. So instead of going over the middle, I think I went under the middle, and it gave it a little bit different look. You can do it either way. If you do it this way up here, your bracelet will actually turn out like this down here. You can do it either way. I like this way a little better. That's kind of what I was going for the whole time. Alright, so we got that knot, so we're going to go over the two middle, behind, and through. And pull that tight. You're going to do the same thing with this one. Around the middles, and through that loop. Pull it tight and cinch it up. And this one, it looks like I can thread it through there. So we'll do that. Get our loop there. And go around the top of it. There we go. And we're really running out of room here, so let's see if I can get this through there. Yep, there we go. Alright, got that loop there. So we're going to go over the top and down. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm actually pulling as much of the excess and holding it there while I kind of feed it through there. Alright, so now we're getting here to the end, and I think this is going to be the last pass as far as this part of it goes. So we're going to get this through here and then tighten her down here, and that'll be the last of the blue. And I can cut that end right there and singe that up, and then this will be the last of the black here. Yep, I don't think I can get any more knots in it. I've got it cinched up about as tight as I can go, and it doesn't leave me with a whole lot more. Really, I would like to end on these knots over here, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, that'd be a toughie there. Well, I'm going to end it here. I think I am going to spend a little bit more time to finish this and to get it up through here. I'm going to use the, basically I'm going to use these pliers, if I can get them. And I'm going to go through this middle here and, you know, pull another strand of the blue and black so that I end on a knot. If you need to know how to end it right here and singe the ends, it's real basic. You just cut the ends here, and you can refer to one of my other videos. I do it on all of them, and then I light the very end of it and kind of press it down into the bracelet, and that'll finish it up. Oh, it sounds like it's really raining outside right now. Thanks again for watching. I don't know a name for this, so I'm just going to put on there just regular paracord bracelet, name this. So send me your comments, send me your questions. I love hearing from you guys, so I'll do my best to answer every one of them and get back to every single comment that I get. But thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you like what you see. I do one of these videos almost every day. Thank you.